colonialism and imperialism have impacted the cultural fabric of the nation. Bharatnatyam, one of the classical dance form of India, have been the victim of one of the policies of the Britishers. Hence, Britishers have banned Bharatnatyam in 1910. What is the system of Devdasis? Why Britishers banned Bharatnatyam in 1910? Let's explore this in today's short video. Hi, this is Alok Ojha. Welcome to StudyIQ IAS English. Devdasi system. Now, before we explore why Britishers banned Bharatnatyam in 1910, what is Devdasi system? What is the history of Devdasi system? Did Britishers take any step to ban the Devadasi system in India? How is the system related to Bharatnatyam? Let's explore. Devadasi here basically means female servants of the god and were considered as one of the most revered and respected figures, particularly during the ancient India. Different historical texts reveal a different history of the Devdasis. Particularly, it is believed that Devdasis, the system of Devdasi, has its genesis during the time of Somvanshi dynasty rulers. At that time, particularly, the women of higher varnas were being married to the gods. Hence, they were referred as Devadasis. Devdasis were associated with different cultures, rites, and rituals associated with temples. They had a revered and respected position in the society. Devdasi not only used to take care of the temples and being a part of the ritualistic practices, but also performed various singings. They also performed various folk songs. Apart from this, they also performed various dances, particularly the Bharatnatyam dance. The Bharatnatyam dance, the origin of the Bharatnatyam dance goes back to Natya Shastra written by Bharat Muni. Bharatnatyam has been derived from two Sanskrit words, Bharat and Natyam. We'll try to break this etymology, Bharat, into three different parts. Bha means bhav or emotions. Ra means rag or melody. And ta means tal. Natya particularly means the dance performance. So particularly, Bharatnatyam was one of the classical dances of India at that time, and its origin goes back to the Devdasi system. With the passage of time, Devdasi system started losing its prominence because after ancient India, during the medieval period, there was Islamic invasion of India. As per many historians, the temples of India were being destroyed. And there was imposition of the policy of Shikhan, that is spread of Islam. So these temple dancers, oftenly referred as Devadasis, who were being initially patronized by the rulers, stopped getting the patronage. Apart from this, Bharatnatyam also started losing its prominence during the medieval period. Then comes the modern era. Then comes the era of English East India Company, followed by the era of Britishers. As per Charter Act 1813, Britishers were allowed to come in India and preach Christianity. There's a difference between preaching, propagating the Christianity and imposing Christianity on the people of India. A very simple example which can be revealed through the acts of Britishers. Now, Britishers had come up with an act which is referred as Religious Disabilities Act. As per this act, a person who does not get converted into Christianity cannot inherit his ancestral property. This simply exemplifies one thing. Britishers are trying to interfere with the cultural practices of India, the ancient religions of India, through the policy of Religious Disabilities Act, and so on. With the passage of time, Britishers also victimized the Bharatnatyam, one of the famous classical dances of the southern part of India, particularly Tamil Nadu. Many historians do believe that Bharatnatyam has its origin particularly around 3rd century BC, dating back to the Chola period. As initially it was being performed by the caste or the higher varnas, but later it was also being performed by the women of all the strata. But when Britishers came in India, they started imposing Victorian morals, Victorian standards on the Indian society. And they said that Bharatnatyam, the dance that was being performed by the Devdasi, they considered Devdasis as the women of ill fame. Hence, they banned Bharatnatyam in the year 1910, the ancient old age dance of India. Later on, Devdasi system was also banned by one of the acts in 1934 by the Britishers. But as per the National Commission of Women's report in 2011, there are more than 48,358 Devdasis approximately still prevalent in India. The Devdasi system, particularly Devdasi system was initially prevalent in the region of Maharashtra and Karnataka. Particularly in Karnataka were referred as Basavi and Matangi in the region of Maharashtra. So Bharatnatyam, one of the classical dances of India that was being performed by the Devdasis at that time, became the victim of the policies of the Britishers at that time, particularly in 1910. So this was majorly why did Britishers ban Bharatnatyam. So one of the major cause was imposing Christianity on the people of India, imposing Victorian moral standards on the people of India, spreading Christianity throughout India. And the most important aspect apart from this is they considered the Bharatnatyam dance was being performed by the Devdasis, who were the women of ill fame. Hence they banned this classical dance in 1910. For more such interesting videos, follow StudyIQ IAS English. Thank you.